looking at Andre Russell and Sunil Narine and saying, I probably may not retain them next time. If Rovman Powell picks up his bowling, he turns out to be that number 6, 7.
Yep.
Because see, that's Andre Russell has been a fixture there for the last 8, 9 years.
Yep.
And if Andre Russell goes out, they need somebody to fill that position. And I look on this, again, Gautam is very clear on if he likes a player and he thinks a player can contribute, he's very clear about it. And more often than not, he's right.
Well, there was a massive bidding war for Harry Brook as well between CSK and ASRH, a base price of 2 CR. Remember, for Travis Head, the star of that World Cup final for Australia, CSK clearly were looking for an option for Moeen Ali, were they?
I thought so. CSK also went with Travis Head a lot, didn't they?
Yes.
We're talking about Travis Head.
Yes, for a bit, yes.
Clearly, as a Moeen look-alike, maybe, that if Travis Head has a good season, I don't know, Moeen's not getting younger, does he come back next year? We have someone like a Travis Head who can do that. On a Turner, the Dhoni will get some overs out of him too. So maybe that's what they were looking for, but they were very clear, not above a certain number.
Happy to have Head in the Hyderabad lineup for 6.8 CR.
Now, I was a little confused about why KKR were going after
Rovman
Powell. I'm just as confused about why they're going after Head. Clearly, if you're going to play Head, you're going to play Markram, he's the captain, you're going to play Klaasen, you're going to play Janssen, their overseas team is already closed, Glenn Phillips is surplus to their needs. If I was any other franchise, I'd be knocking on their door in the next 10 minutes saying, trade window opens tomorrow, do you want to give me Phillips? Because now Phillips will not get a game there.
Yep.
And they already have a very good Indian top 3. One of the Indian top 3 is not going to play now, which is Tripathi or Abhishek Sharma or Mayank Agarwal.
So does that mean that they'll need an Indian number 6, maybe a Shah Rukh Khan then?
No, they could move Washi there, or they could do one more thing that, I mean, you could start moving players around. And the point is Rahul Tripathi has also finished in games.
Yep.
So again, you could move Rahul Tripathi down. My point is, if I was to spend big money and I'm SRH, perhaps this is not the player I would throw that much money at. That's for me is interesting because it really is, it didn't seem their most urgent need to spend 6.8 crores. 6.8 crores though, mark you, is a good price for that player. I don't doubt the price at all.
Yeah.
But I don't think they needed that position as desperately as it seemed to be from the bidding.
Much has changed for Harry Brook. I think it was about 13 crore plus last season for him. Sold for 4 CR. There was a controversial statement he made last year. Harsha, do these things come into play at times?
I found it very funny because it was me, he said that too. When he got that fabulous 100 and he said, I think I've shut a few people down. I met him during the World Cup. I said, how are you? He looked at me and said, ever since I said that to you, I couldn't hit the ball off the square. But sometimes you need to find those depths. Don't seek them. Sometimes you experience those depths to become a better player. And I think Harry Brook going up to the top of the order for the Sunrisers completely ruined their balance because too many people had to play out of position for Harry Brook to open the batting.
Just to accommodate him.
Now for England, he's batting 5 and 6. So that makes him a far more valuable player. The other day, 21 to defend against Russell, he got it in 5 balls. So maybe from that point of view.
Is he then your 4th foreign player? Because you've got Warner, Marsh, a fast bowler, I suppose, and Brook.
I think that's what they're looking at. But because Warner, Marsh, definitely they'll play. I think they're set now. I think their question is that is the batsman that they're looking at 5 or 6. That's what Harry Brook playing at 5 or 6 opened that category for them. I still think they'll take probably another batsman just as a keeper batsman, perhaps international keeper batsman, just to give them that variety. But I think, yes, it did fulfill something which wouldn't have been had Harry Brook continuously played in the top order. Also, I'm lovely to see that, Harsha, you bought to not Twitter, but now they call it X, your X form to your interviews as well. You do something.
No, I just asked him about the innings, whatever. If you put the DC suggested 11 that we had earlier, you can see exactly where Harry Brook fits. Because we had a gap at 5 and a gap at 6 in that team. He fits into that gap. He will bat at 5 for them in that side. Now what happens? Warner, Marsh, Brook in the top 5. Producer doesn't like that slide. Took it away.
Bring it back.
Sir, and one fast bowler. So that is going to be their team now. 3 in the top 5, 3 overseas batters in the top 5, 1 fast bowler, which is Nokia or Ngidi, depending on who it is. Rest is going to be an all-Indian side.
It's a steal at 4 CR.
Yeah, I think he's a steal at 4 CR. Also, I'm thinking of they need just, will Rishabh Pant keep? If not, they need a keeper somewhere there at 5.
At 6.
At 6.
They need a keeper at 6.
They need an Indian keeper now.
We were talking about English and saw those kind of players, but they've already got 3 overseas players in the top 5. It looks to me like Porel might be the keeper unless they get another. Because if they get another overseas keeper,
the balance.
Then balance gone completely. You can't play an overseas fast bowler.
And they still have about just under 26 CR left. They had 28.95, remove 4.
I think
got enough money.
They got him at a great price. See, one of the things that does happen in an auction is they, what they call teams save their powder. They save their gunpowder for the big blasts later. But what happens is sometimes you get steals up front.
Yeah.
So somebody would have looked at it. If any team you turn around and said 4 crores, Harry Brooks.
Buy, to me, is a buy of the first round.
Yep.
You just 4 crores. You got a top level player who could play for the next 10 years.
Was there any other team that could have maybe tried to up this price? CSK didn't seem interested.
No, CSK didn't really. CSK has
Doesn't
a particular person.
Doesn't bowl.
Yeah.
Maybe they wanted someone who bowls a bit.
Yeah. I don't think CSK is like that. But normally, teams do what they call a chance pe dance. 4 crores, Harry Brook, let me just put it in. Obviously, now they're so set in their plans, they're not doing it.
Chance pe dance. Okay. Chance
4 of them, I believe, will get another chance.
Yes.
Riley Russo, Manish Pandey, Karun Nair and Steve Smith.
Karun Nair is interesting. I don't see Steve Smith or Riley Russo getting buyers.
Okay.
It's a completely different beast, this form of the game. And Steve Smith's also been told by Australia that his only chance of playing for Australia is his opener.
Yep.
So he's opening the batting for Australia. So I don't think Russo or Smith will come back. Pandey, if he's lucky. Karun Nair actually has had he's playing the best he's played for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Since he went to England and played really well over there, the best he's played. But I'm not completely convinced that he'll get one of those wild card re-entries.
Well, again, what happens in a lot of these cases is promise is so much better than reality. So when you're bidding for uncapped players and all, there's a promise. Maybe that guy will be the next Shubman Gill.
Yeah.
This is a reality. So they feel that they know what Karun Nair is, or they feel that they know what Manish Pandey is.
He's also moved out of Karnataka now.
Yeah.
Karun Nair, so it's that stage in his career.
Right, so we are done with the first set of players. We've seen Travis Head, Rovman Powell make pretty good money, Harry Brook as well. Now, that is what's coming up. That's the big one with Jaral Kodze, Pat Cummins, Hasaranga, Mitchell, Rachin Ravindra, the star of the World Cup as well. Shardul Thakur looking for another home at a base price of 2 CR. There's Harshal Patel as well at 2 CR. Player to watch out for.
I'm saying 8. Are there 9 players there? I'm saying 8 out of the 9 will get sold. 8 out of the 9 will get sold.
Who is going to get unsold?
I'm not sure Chris Wokes will find
Chris Wokes, yeah. Joy, for you, the one man that will make the big money in this set.
Hasaranga. I mean, that's what I said up front. I still believe Hasaranga is a big buy. I also...
There's a few rupees going towards Kabul.
Yeah, true.
Omar Zai.
A good cricketer. He could be there, Hardik Pandya, if...
Also, if there's a team that's looking for a top order batter, Rachin Ravindra, great story as well, might get bums on seats. So I don't know if that makes a difference at all. Does it? To get more fans? No? Rachin Ravindra?
Okay.
IPL teams will always see. Let's see.
Okay, well, that's it. Time for the second set of bids. We will be back right at the back of that. Bye for now.